ves, por fin yo me olvidé de ti. Te busco y no sé dónde estás. Estoy buscando respuestas. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que te vi sonreír? Te decía mi reina, te temblaban las piernas. No supe qué día te olvidaste de mí. De mí, y yo de ti. No supe qué día te olvidaste de mí. De mí, y yo de ti. No supe qué día te olvidaste de mí. De mí, de mí. No supe qué día te olvidaste de mí. De mí, y yo de ti. No supe qué día te olvidaste de mí.
Y ahora se puso más rica con su nacona, esa te diga, con ese pelo, esa bembita tita. Ay, lo que rica, una blancona que detona, con su pintona, tato lindona, pelinerona, con platicona, una cosa que impresiona. Ahora te dicen la triple M. Ay, lo que rica, más dura, más buena, más leve. Una cosa que impresiona. Ay, matita, tú te pones cuando tú te me vas pa' Johnny. Después te vas pa' mi tuyo. Anda sin comi, se te embullo. Anda llena para mí. El otro día se levanta con un pasaje pa' Miami, pa' ponerse más rica. Con su nacona, esa pedica, con ese pelo y esa bembita tita. Ay, lo que rica, una blancona que detona, su pintona, tato lindona, pelinerona, con platinona, una cosa que impresiona. Ahora te dicen la triple M. Ay, lo que rica, más dura, más buena, más leve. Una cosa que impresiona. Tú lo conoces, crimen, te cobran de lo exacto. Si tú me muerdes y ratatatata, tú sabes que yo soy la fucking boy, tú eres reparto. Ahora vamos a hacerlo a tu manera. Y haré fuego con cualquiera. Yo soy tanque, soy bandera.
We're gonna gold right now. I think we're gonna try pushing up this week. To the left here. Let me change the color. Is it green? What color is the arrow? Looking at gold today. I think we're gonna push up this week. You have one area I was looking at this morning to the left. Looking for buys on gold this week. There was a sell coming into the week. Right now, there's two things that I'm looking at for gold. One of them is a bit more aggressive, maybe like short term, seeing if it can hold this area. That high to the left. It would kind of be like a break and retest if it does, pretty much. If it holds that high. Could try to find some support there. I mean, we look bullish on structure. Structure overall looks bullish. We got that high to the left, resistance over here. So you can see that resistance. I mean, that's like, I would call that like maybe a short-term zone. Like, it's the first zone. It's higher up. Obviously, we want price to go down, so that zone doesn't have to hold. Maybe trying to see if it holds for the morning or the day. If not, we come down and have probably another zone tonight or tomorrow. There's another zone down here. But we have, like, basically how I look at things is like there could be a first zone and a second zone. Sometimes the first zones are more aggressive, they're higher up. Like in this case, the first zone is higher up. So my mind sometimes pictures that as like, okay, it's more aggressive, or it's more of like a continuation. Like, it's obviously at times you want price to go deeper, but it might be like this might be more shallow, smaller, more like closer to where price currently is. Like, price could hold this zone, and it's like the closer zone. It is higher up, but it is like the closest zone that is relevant. So I always have to use zones like this, because it's like in my trading, they stick a lot of times, and even if they don't, you always have the next zone. So it's like most of the times they end up giving like a bounce and stuff, even though it's like, okay, it can be it's a higher zone right now because there's a previous resistance here. But price is bullish overall, so we kind of want to go with that flow and see, okay, if this first zone holds. If it doesn't, we find a second zone. This area looks like it could hold that previous resistance, maybe do a push up. There was a 4-hour rejection candlestick, so here it's had a little bit of a push up since then. But again, you can see that area. If that area breaks, then we'd have to just wait, find the next setup probably tomorrow. But what I see right now is this maybe pushing up, potentially even to like 33.90. If it stays above there so far for like the week, I mean, like, it's only been about a day so far. Price is kind of chopping around, holding itself up. It's making sort of like a holding pattern. Almost looks like a bullish flag, some consolidation there. So we got kind of like a holding pattern going on. Looks like a flag pattern, almost like we might want to try to break out. Yeah, it looks like a kind of like a pennant or a flag pattern. Now the next setup would be the next zone. I mean, like, because we have that resistance to the left, that first zone would be if, let's just say, the market ran under these lows. So yeah, it would be like probably 33.50, maybe a bit lower. We have those lows there. We're kind of forming like a bullish flag. Let's just say the market eventually just takes those lows out. It'll probably be like a fast move manipulation, and then probably find a buy. It's kind of in a holding pattern, holding itself up, showing some demand, holding itself up a bit. If you go on 4-hour, so from 4-hour, it's like we have that zone, first zone. This red one here where the previous resistance is. I could potentially see price trying to hold that, maybe make a push up. It's also sort of in like a holding pattern at the moment, more sideways going. Looks like a bullish flag, like it's trying to hold itself up when you break it down to the smaller time frames. So potentially could break out up maybe in the next couple of hours. If it doesn't, it's like looking for what we talked about maybe yesterday. I'm just waiting for price to retrace more if it can. Like when you look at gold, it did shift bullish. Like here. You have a nice like breakout that happened last week on gold. We went over this a couple times with this low. High. Higher low here. So nice shift out. Market made a higher high. So same thing we talked about like yesterday. Still could be there like in the week. If the market doesn't hold the first zone, you'll come down probably to about here. That's where we shifted out. We made a nice shift out last week. Very nice. Like this was a big candlestick that broke out. Made a new high. So at some point in the week, like if we don't hold this first zone that I'm seeing, the one that I drew at the beginning, if the first zone doesn't hold, and yeah, like I said yesterday, if you go on yesterday's session, we analyzed gold. Potentially we could come down. Probably like 33.50. Trying to do that. For now, like for the morning, like I said, I just see this first zone on gold. I'm bullish on gold this week, so I'm only looking for like buy setups mainly. As it's still Monday, you could, like I said yesterday, you could wait to see if market drops this week, gives you a decent drop. 33.50, 33.40 area. Like there is a good previous resistance down there. It's not so far from price. There's still a lot of time in the week where, like I said yesterday, the market could try to come down there. Still, it's Monday morning, so one of these mornings, like if this zone doesn't hold today, this top zone, one of these mornings we'll probably see gold down there. I personally like the black background for myself, for my eyes. I use black background. Personally, I like the black background. I don't the white. I don't really like the white. I like the black. I've always used black. I've used white's not really what I use. I don't like using the white. I like using the black. I've used black. I'm too used to black. I like black. I trade better with black. I trade better with black. I'm not gonna use something I don't trade better with. It makes no sense. I'll use white sometimes when I'm on the streams, but that's about it. Like just for you guys. Like I don't like the white personally. I don't use white to trade. I've used black. If you guys have been following me for years, you know I use black charts always when I used to send signals. I don't trade with white charts. I trade with black. It's calm. It's chiller. It's easier to see, better to read for me. I don't like white charts. I make videos with them sometimes. I'll do, some streams, but I use the black. Sometimes on my streams I will, but I don't. Personally, I don't like the white chart. Better at reading the black, personally. But like I said, it could come down. Yeah, I don't use the white. Only sometimes when I'm on streams and stuff or making videos. But yeah, it's the same chart. Like there's white, black, same chart. Like same chart. Same chart. Same chart. Nothing, same chart. Nothing's gonna change. It's gonna be the same chart. So again, like just looking at this zone on gold, seeing if that can hold for the morning. If not, like I said yesterday, and we did session on Saturday, inner circle. Nothing's changed. You could look and see if this setup hits. If not, you could wait this week and see if market comes down. Like I said yesterday, if you go on yesterday's stream, we ran down gold for a good amount of time. So pretty much the same thing we talked about yesterday. Nothing's changed. Just waiting for either this bigger retracement or watching this zone, seeing if this zone can hold this morning. You have a resistance over here, like I mentioned. So maybe that can hold. If not, you'll end up seeing like the market come down and end up finding buys after. So first zone, second zone down here, retracement, maybe around 33.50. See, now I gotta change all my colors and stuff. So I just like the black. I just usually keep black chart for myself. I like it for my trading. I like it for my eyes. I see the black charts better. Yeah, but man, like I'm not gonna. My white is too. I miss so much when I like, you guys are gonna. I'll miss stuff then. I sent a signal in the Discord, guys. For those of you guys that are in the Inner Circle Elite, there's a signal in the Discord. If you're in Inner Circle Elite, I sent a signal in the Discord. So check it out. It's there. I'm not going to stay on long today because, again, there's not much more we need to talk about. We got zone 1, we got zone 2. If you go watch yesterday's session, there's enough to move forward as well as with yesterday's session. So I put a signal in the Discord. If you guys are in my Discord, there's a trade signal there on gold. Stop loss, take profits and everything. I put it there like 20 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago, I think. If you're in my inner circle, there's a signal in there. That's with the first zone. Again, second zone's down here. You can watch that for the week. But I did drop a signal not that long ago in inner circle chat. It's in the zone, like I talked about. I like black personally. White sometimes depends on the time of the day. Black's nice. The candlesticks are cleaner. I see it better. I trade better with black. I dropped a signal in there. But yeah, maybe gold can hold the first zone today. Like I said, this is why I'm looking at gold. This is what I see for gold. You got zone number 1. Like I said, zone number 1 here. You can see the previous resistance. Why is that zone number 1 for me? Well, it's the previous resistance. I'm using resistance to make the zone. So we got zone number 1 here. Again, later on in the week, or maybe even today, if this zone doesn't hold, price could maybe try to come down and find buys. That's all I see for gold. Those two areas. It's still Monday, so maybe we come down to 33.50. If this doesn't hold like today, this first zone doesn't hold today, then I could see us coming down to like 33.50. If that first zone doesn't hold. Pretty much, like I said, gold's pretty much looking like it's in a holding pattern for now. It's basically holding 33.60. There was resistance at 33.75. So price is holding 33.60, 33.65 area. If that area breaks, and again, that's like the previous high here on the 4 hour. If that area doesn't hold, then 33.50. 33.45 or like 33.40 could be the next area. At least around 33.50 or lower would be the next area to wait. If this first zone, like I said, first zone when I got on, this one, bam. If that doesn't hold, that's the zone I want to see if we like hold this morning. That's from the 4 hour. Yeah, gold since last week I think is bullish. Like it flipped pretty bullish last week. So whether it stays up or goes for the pullback. On Friday, extreme bullish move on gold. Friday morning. And it just kept going up. But Friday there was an extreme bullish move. So I think that move confirms like, okay, there's some bullish momentum on gold. It could try to look for continuations because of Friday's movement. Friday was a big move. Friday broke out with a huge candlestick, so it's like that movement broke a lot of structure. You could see down here with gold, you could see all this resistance here. All this broke out all this resistance, so that's like the place this week, like maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday this week, right? We could maybe come back into if we don't hold up here this morning. It did a huge shift Friday, so that move on Friday to me is like gonna eventually set up for another move upside. There was two big bullish moves. There was one here. There's one here, but Fridays was extremely bullish, like big. There's two decent, like you could see here, there was a bullish move up. Now you can see a second, like we have two big bullish moves here on gold. That first one shifted structure too. You have the high here. I talked about it last week on live stream. You have that shift up, pull back. So we've had another shift up. So worst case is like it would come down and, you know, like bounce. Come back into like the low. That would be like, if it doesn't hold, I'm not looking for sells personally right now. I'm just waiting for the buy setups. Sells, like you could, if you see one. I'm just going over what I see this morning, and same thing I pretty much talked about yesterday. Sells, I'm not looking for sells. Might have just missed one, or yesterday missed a sell at 75. Like my sell would have been like up here yesterday. Personally, I'm not looking for the sells. I'm just waiting for the buy setup. I'm more bullish on gold. So it's like either this zone holds for the morning or it doesn't. Like I said, if it doesn't, it's going to go down, find another zone. There'll probably be another signal, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. We have that zone there, like I said. Sells, depends on how the 4 hour closes. Like, not really looking for sells here. I went over stuff yesterday and in the breakdown. I've went over what I'm looking for this week, right? It's either this zone to holds or we come down and wait for the buys. I'm not looking for sells personally. Like you can, it's up to you. Like that's up to you. That's up to your trading. I went, if you go on yesterday's stream, either waiting for the buys, and that's just it for me this week. Just waiting for the buys. I'm not looking for the sells personally. I'm waiting for the buy setup if it comes down to there. That's all I'm looking for this week. Like waiting for. If it doesn't hold this zone, I'll take the loss. I don't really care. I'll wait for the buy. You know, I'm not going to lose my account on one trade. It's one trade. Yeah, 3360, 3365 area might hold. If it doesn't, then it could go down more, but I'm personally not looking for the sells. The sells would have been in like the 70s for me. Like it's not in a place where I want to sell it personally. And yes, like I'm saying, it could go down. Zone 1, Zone 2. Like I have my Zone 1 marked. If Zone 1 doesn't hold, I understand it could go down. I'm mentally already prepared for that. If price does go down, I'm already mentally and risk orientated prepared for that. So I'm not worried about every move. I understand, okay, yeah, if price doesn't hold this zone, it's going to go down. I'm not worried about that. I'm like, okay, I'm trading what I see. If there's a buy, it's either going to stick here this morning. If not, maybe a retracement down like we talked about yesterday. Make sure you guys watch yesterday's stream. We ran it down pretty good. And I said yesterday you could look for sells. Yesterday I said you could probably look for sells. And on Saturday, if you're in my inner circle, I said Saturday, and in the video I dropped, I'm just looking for buys this week on gold personally. Might take maybe a couple attempts. Maybe maybe this trade doesn't hit. Every trade doesn't have to hit. Since February, I've taken like not even 15 stop losses, and I've had lots of wins. So like I haven't even, like, since February. Yeah, if you could track it too. The receipts are there, the live streams are there, the signals are there. I've only had like not even maybe like 11 losses, 12 losses since February. Real talk. I haven't had that many losses, so like if I lose, I'm okay. I know in the bigger picture I win more. Like if you go look at the numbers since February, lost like 12 trades since February. Literally. Some of you guys lost 12 trades last month. So like we all trade. I don't trade like you guys too. Yeah, go look. The receipts are there too. This one might not hit. We'll see. We'll see. Zone 1. I'm not going to look for sells though if we don't hold, because if I lose, I just lose and wait for the next setup. I don't always look for a trade right after. I like keeping my losses lower numbers. Yeah, zone, I could like 60, 3360 is holding right now. 3365 could pop above that. So I have to wait. The signal's out. You could put the stop loss to like 3360 underneath the low, yeah. Probably gonna adjust mine. I'm gonna update you guys in the Discord. I'm gonna give this setup some breathing room because I personally don't like to sit and watch my trades 24/7. So I'm gonna give this setup some breathing room and keep an eye on price. Update you guys in the Discord. Because personally, I don't like to sit and watch the screen forever and just sit and watch the trade every second, every price fluctuation. I don't do that. It's too emotional. It's boring and annoying. Unless I'm scalping, it's different. But yeah, probably like a stop loss would be better around 3360. I said 3362, but probably adjust it to 3360 underneath the low. This is the only setup I see for the morning, guys, on gold, is this first zone. Again, like I said, you could wait in the week and see if you get like this setup. That's like obviously one that's really clear on the 4 hour because it's like a market structure shift as well. Lines up kind of with those moving averages down there. You have moving averages kind of poking down here, see? Got like a moving average crossover right here. These moving averages are crossing over the candles now. So it looks like we might have just like flipped bullish. Like down here you can see the two. I'm circling them right now. It might be hard to see because the red zone, but here, right there. Got these moving averages also sort of doing that crossover, moving average crossover there. That looks good. Like that's like looking like it's kind of crawling up behind price, like the candles. Like it's below us, but that's a good sign. Like if it stays and it goes up. We got a moving average crossover down there. But yeah, like down here, there's a whole market structure shift, like up. So it's either we like stick bullish more aggressively, like more like short term, near term, or it's trying to just go for like a bigger setup, longer term, taking more time. We might just need more patience for that one. This is pretty much like what's in front of us. But then like the setup we would want would maybe be down here. That's all I see. Still in gold. It's in a good, it's personally to me in like a buy zone, maybe for New York session. If it takes out the lows, to me, I'm not looking for sells, because to me it's just like grabbing liquidity. So if it takes out the lows and it just runs down, I'm not looking for sells personally, because to me it's just like taking out the liquidity here. Maybe a sign of manipulation before finding buys again. It looks like a trending structure. Like we have, if we take all this stuff off, and well, we can see it on the 4 hour. I don't gotta go to a smaller time frame to see it. 4 hour. It's better to see it on a higher time frame like the 4 hour. So if it takes out those lows, it's just like liquidity grab for me. That's why I'm not looking for sells. Sells for me would have been like up here on that candle. That's where I would have been in a sell. I even said that on Saturday. So you have like up move, down move, up move. If it doesn't hold, if 3360 breaks, goes down, then it's just possibly setting up for that next up move, bigger move. Maybe after tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday. So I just have 2 zones I'm watching for gold. This one might not hold today. We can see that. It's coming down. Candle's flipping bearish at the moment. Next zone, like I said, down here. Go watch yesterday's session if you didn't. Yesterday's session, we ran it down as well. Probably, if we come down to 3350, I'll probably be calling out a signal around there. If gold makes an extreme bearish move down, like on the 1 hour or 4 hour, like if we make a big drop, then I'll probably be looking for another signal down there. I'm not gonna look for more than one signal up here. Next signal, I'd wait. Like if gold drops extremely down, makes an extreme bearish move, then I'm gonna be waiting for maybe another buy. That might be after today. It could be Wednesday or Thursday. It doesn't have to be like right away. But it just depends on price. Like I said, if it makes an extreme bearish move down, then I'll be looking for that next buy setup. Today's buy might not hit. We'll see. Like, gotta give it some time. It's close to maybe getting stopped out. If it goes to 3360, then it still could hold. There's a zone there. I'm not too worried about it unless it just completely breaks. Still could hold the area. I'm still thinking it might still hold this area. There's probably another setup coming though if this area doesn't hold. You have to wait. If this area doesn't hold, you have to wait for the next setup. Be patient. Wait for an extreme bearish move. It doesn't look like it's going to hold, unfortunately, but anything can happen. Still in the area. Still in this area. If that area doesn't hold, it's going to rebalance this candlestick and that zone. So there is, like, it's setting up for buys. Hopefully you guys can see what I see, because there will be another buy setup even if this zone doesn't hold. It's setting up for buys. We're just waiting. Friday's move is the reason I'm bullish on gold. Like the move it made on Friday. It broke structure, shifted, made a market structure shift, shifted out. So hopefully you guys can see that. We'll see. There'll be a buy this week. It's still only Monday. Like I said to you guys yesterday, you don't even have to. You could let the market. Like if you're on yesterday's session, I said you could wait 24 hours, wait 48 hours, and just see where the market is. Like I said yesterday, go on yesterday's session. Listen to what I said. I said you could wait 24 to 48 hours and just see where the market is. It's not about, I mean, you guys, it's not about always trading every day. I jump on to show you guys what I see, but if you go on yesterday's session is enough to go forward with the week. You could watch yesterday's session and we don't have to do another session in the week. And we'd have enough information on yesterday's session. Trust me, yesterday's session is enough for pretty much the beginning of the week. Like I said yesterday, you could wait even up to like 24 to 48 hours of the market open and just see where price is. See if it gives you that retracement this week. Wait for the retracement. Because it's like, otherwise it's like you're looking at what's in front of you at times. And it's still like, if that, like, that's the high, okay. Otherwise, like, what other setup do you have for buys? It's like, just wait for, if anything, just wait for what we talked about yesterday. Like I said yesterday's session, I said you don't even have to trade for the first 24 to 48 hours of market open. You could wait 24 hours, 48 hours, and see if gold gives you a retracement for that setup. So it's up to you. Like, I'll always tell you guys what I see, send signals on what I see too, but like tell you guys what I see. I give you guys a lot of detail and a lot of plans, different plans, angles you can approach things. I'm bullish on gold. I like this area. I'm gonna keep my bias. All right, I'm keeping my bias. This is what I see for the day, guys. And like I said, watch yesterday's session if you missed any information. Hopefully it bounces later on in New York. It just needs to like reclaim 65. It needs to reclaim 65 level. If it can like spike above that 33.65, that would be good. It's like in a holding pattern right now. Otherwise, like if you look to the left, it can come down and bounce up, or like come down, make a bullish move. Like if you look left, come down, you can see, look left, could make a bullish move when you're looking left. That's all I'm looking for this week, is the bullish move. This has 40, this area still could hold. It could flip up, like it could flip back up. It really need to bounce above like 65. Like it would need to like, what's that, 33.65 level? It looks like it's holding 33.60, 33.65, like the area. Like there's an area 33.60, 33.65. It looks like it's trying to hold that area. If it can close bullish above 65, get back above that level, it should have a bullish move up. To me, it looks like gold has demand, like it's in a holding pattern. Like it's holding itself up, or just looking for a retracement for buys this week. Or either in a holding pattern, like a bullish flag. You can see like here. It's either in a holding pattern, like gonna go for a continuation, or a retracement. Same thing, nothing's changed with that setup, but you have, like I said when I got on, it's a short-term zone that could hold. It's the first zone, like it's the first area that shows, okay, maybe a sign of where price could bounce or have some bullish movement off of. But nothing's changed since what we talked about yesterday. Like As far as, okay, we have this. I might have even talked about those highs yesterday. Yesterday it was, you know, the idea was that we come down, see? Yesterday it was, okay, we come down this week, maybe go up. That could maybe happen. That could still happen this week. Wednesday, maybe it happens Thursday, like maybe end of the week, right? Maybe gold's dumping end of the week. Maybe it's dumping Thursday, last days of the week, because it's Monday right now, right? So it's still early in the week. So like yesterday, the discussion was like, okay, can we come down? To go up? That, since it's Monday, like Wednesday, what if the market's dropping Wednesday and then it's setting up Thursday, Friday, like something like that, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be right now, today, but that still could happen through the week. Ideally, yeah, like yesterday it was looking like sells, right? Like it could sell down to go up. I mean, that, like, that still could like happen. Just doesn't have to happen today. I don't think today. It would take like an extreme bearish move for that to happen today. It would take a really extreme bearish move. So that would take more time, I think. Like if that's gonna happen, if it's gonna drop down, like I drew that up here on that candle. If that's gonna happen, it would take more time, right? Unless gold just out of nowhere, if out of nowhere gold just makes an extreme bearish move, then it's like, okay, so that's sketchy. That could be it. Like if out of nowhere it makes an extreme bearish move, then it's like it could be setting up, but it would probably take time, more time than that, to go down there. Like I was saying here, right now it's still kind of holding that zone to like to the left. I see this. What do I see to the left? This is what I see to the left. So again, just bullish. It's a bullish zone. I'm in buys. It's a bullish zone. Zone 1. Zone 2. I'm seeing if it holds for the day. I'm just looking for buys. Nothing to be confused about. Literally just looking for buys in this zone. If you're bearish, you're bearish. Like I'm showing you guys what I see, what could happen this week. Most weeks, if you guys pay attention, pretty much every single week, everything I tell you guys ends up happening. Like if you really pay attention. Last week I did 2 sessions. Every single thing I said last week happened. Every single thing. Every single thing I said last week happened. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if everything I'm saying yesterday and stuff I'm saying today, a couple days from now, we're like, did you guys see what happened on gold? So just lock in. Just pay attention. Some of you guys confuse me. Some of you guys. So you have 2 scenarios right now, basically. Like the buy's not going well, but it could end up flipping up. You have 2 scenarios right now, all right? It's either going to flip out of here, or you're going to end up breaking and coming down, okay? There you go. There's your chart. If you, there's your buy, there's your sell. If you want to sell, there you go. There's your sell. You can't. I'm not selling here. I wouldn't sell here because it could easily just flip back up and go bullish and continue the trend. Sell would be if you break, retest, maybe retest, boom. There you go, and then look for buys, right? Simple. There you go. Like I said, it could flip. If it flips above 33.65, then it could be bullish, because there's a 4-hour zone here. Look at the 4-hour. It should be clear. If it's not clear, then you don't. If you don't see this, if you're asking why do you have a zone here, look what's there. It's not random. Bam, bam, bam. It's a zone. I can see it with my eyes. I don't need an indicator. I don't need no smart money. I don't need to be a wizard. I can see a zone there. It's resistance. Nothing confusing. If it holds that zone, it could stay bullish. If it doesn't hold that zone, then we understand it could drop maybe into the next bullish zone. What would a drop look like? Probably something like this. Break of here, retest, continuation, right? Well, what if it flips, it's going to go up. That's all you really have. So either you trade it or you don't. It's like that's what trading comes down to. That's all you really have. You either have one way or the other here. It's either going to break down, break and retest bearish, or it's going to flip the zone bullish. That's it. So it's like at times it's like if it's either you like how this looks, you don't like what it looks, it feels good. It almost hit 62. Oh my gosh. But like if it's bearish, you have to, because like being bearish here is hard. It's hard for me to be bearish here. Because like my eyes can see this thing could easily flip up. I could see that. So bearish only would make sense if it were to like break here, or pull back, continuation, something like this, maybe like a break and retest. That would be like bearish scenario. If I had the black chart on, I would have been able to see that earlier. Like the black, I gotta put the black chart on. That would be like the only bearish scenario I see right now. If it breaks, a retest, continuation. But then I wouldn't be looking for sells. I'd be probably just waiting for the buy personally, because I'm patient. I'm just patient enough to wait for things. Look at last week. I said 2 signals last week on like a Thursday, and both of them hit. The zone could still hold. It looks like this is 30 minute. Yeah. I have some structure here. It looks like it could be trying to shift up. We need like something like this. Could be trying to. Last week, New York session, like 3 days in a row. I don't know if you guys noticed, New York session was bullish 3 days in a row last week. Like literally here. 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 3 days in a row last week, New York was bullish. I'm looking to see how New York performs this week. Like last week, there was an extreme bearish move in New York, like pre-New York, but then New York flipped bullish. Damn, 14 likes. Well, there's 28 now. Wah, wah, wah. Like bearish should be break and retest. Yeah, y'all lacking on the energy. See, see what Paul said. Paul gets it. That's why I like to. That's why I like to just. Sometimes you guys don't love me. You guys don't love me as much as I love y'all. You guys don't love me as much as I love y'all. I'm in gold buys, but I have like higher I have entries at 33.66, 33.67, and then 33.64, 33.63. I've been entering gold buys. I want to see if it sticks. The 4 hour has some rejection. Like we've had rejection on the 4 hour. Right, this candle needs to flip up, or let me look at Oanda. Oanda looks better. 3 hours, this area could hold. 33.60, 33.65 is kind of like the area. 33.60, 33.65. If that holds, I'm good. If it doesn't, then it's like, okay, it could make a bearish move down. I see on the 30 minute here, like a break and retest. But I'm seeing, I'm more bullish on price. Trust, I'm more bullish. Down here we have this. Look at, if you guys might remember, there was a day last week. Does anyone remember this candle last week right here? It happened before New York session. This one. This candle right here. Some of you guys might remember this candle last week. It extreme drop, fast, was fast. It made the 4 hour look extremely bearish. Some of you, right? This candle right here. Some of you guys should remember this candle. It was a little bit before New York session. And it made the 4 hour look extremely bearish in that moment. That type of behavior could happen with where gold is at too. And that's the type of behavior that tends to set up for buys. It's trying to hold the zone. We need it to go above 65. And I think it'll push bullish if it goes above 65. You could look to the left here. 50, 40, 42 area. There's only really two things to look at today, I think. Otherwise, it's like we gotta wait, stay patient too. Like if there's an extreme bearish move down, I understand like it's probably gonna set up for buys afterwards. So I think after Friday there's a lot of bullish momentum on gold. The zone doesn't want to hold. It was almost going up there a bit. Yeah, silver's not looking good. Dollar's pushing. Silver's not looking the best right now. Sometimes I like to look at silver. Time we got 9:30. Not a lot going on right now with price. Not looking the best at the moment, but pushed up a little bit there. I'm gonna give it like 2-3 hours, see what price does. If not, probably tomorrow or Wednesday there'll be another setup. We probably have to wait after today, tomorrow or Wednesday for the next setup. Same thing I went over yesterday down here. 50 level. It looks like 75 has been holding for sells. Sells for me would have been 75. I did a video when it was at like 71. Sells for me would have been up here. Or after that 4 hour candle. Me, I missed the sells up here. This candle would have been where I would have been selling. It did try to trade back into that as like a supply. It doesn't look the best right now, but knowing gold, it can flip very quickly. Like it was almost breaking back above 65 there. Knowing gold, like it's still holding 60. It's right here, like on the 4 hour. It's still holding that. It's not looking the greatest, but when we look at the 4 hour, still has time to where it could make a bounce up. Knowing gold, it can always flip really quickly as well. Maybe like I was thinking after Friday's move, like this thing might try to go to 3400 or 3490, 3390. After Friday's move, the move it did on Friday. Because Jerome Powell spoke on Friday, and right when he spoke, he said something, and then gold just started ripping up. Everything did. So structure-wise, it looks clean. It looks like it shifted bullish from Friday because of like Jerome Powell. What Jerome Powell said, that caused a major move in the market. Line chart can help sometimes. Like you might see sometimes I flip to that's the line chart. I can see those highs clear on the line chart here. If it goes up, it would just end up looking like a break and retest. Like it's not perfect right now, but if it goes up, it will look perfect if it goes up. That's the funny thing, because it'll end up literally looking like a break and retest on those highs to the left. The resistance. knowing gold, it can flip quick. Like it could just, this thing could flip bullish in 30 minutes, an hour, and it would be like, what the heck? It would look like a break and retest here. Also, knowing gold on the flip side, it can always have crazy movements out of nowhere that seem like random, but they're not. They end up just setting up for the move it's trying to make. Like a lot of time it's manipulative. Like last week there was this candle that before it looked like buys. Like it was looking like buys on the 4 hour, and then this candle came out and it completely went up, set up the other direction. Gold is really common to do those types of things where a fast candle can come out of nowhere, but then that candle sets up for completely other direction. Right now I just see two things. Like it's like trying to either flip up, or it would be like breaking here, retesting, go down into that 3350 area. Maybe in the next hour we can get a spike up, back up to like the 70s or 72. I'm not the sell. Like I don't. It's not in a place for me to want to sell. No. Like some people are saying they see sells. I get it, but for me, how I trade, how I view the market, like it's just like not in a spot for me. Like if for me, like sells would have to be, if it were like, I would say something like this would be more confident, comfortable for sells. Like if that were to happen, but I don't want that to happen. Personally, I like to see this shift up. I want to see if this trend, like I'm seeing a trend structure, right? So I'm seeing low, high, higher low, higher high. So I'm looking for more like trend continuations in that. Behind me, what's behind me? Like the market structure behind me. So that's two, it's either continuation or retracement. In that case, from where we came from. It's either continuation. Continuations tend to be known as holding patterns. Flag patterns, pennants, triangular patterns, things on angles. Because if we look at the last three New York sessions, were extremely bullish. Go to like if you go look at gold, look at your chart on gold, the last three New York sessions were bullish as well in a row. What Friday was crazy because of the Jerome Powell stuff. Like we already know Friday was freaking crazy. So maybe today's New York session bullish, or tomorrow, Wednesday, like we might see more of that continue. But in this case, like it's trying to, like for me, it's trying to go with like a trend here. I'm seeing a trend. Like I could put a trend line here now. See, I gotta put this black down. Here, let's remove some of this messy stuff here. Sort of a trend line down there now too. Yeah. I'm seeing more of a trend, right? So it's like two things that could happen. We get continuation or retracement. Retracement is, like continuation, but it's deeper. Retracements go deeper. Whereas continuations are more like holding patterns. It stays up. Its price stays up, like kind of like this. And it could go for a continuation, or it goes for like a continuation more. Those can have manipulative phases inside of them too, where price looks like it's like a flag pattern, like it's like a bullish flag pattern, and then it goes down and then up. I tried to flip there a bit. It just pushed up a bit. Yeah, I wanted to see what 930 would do. 930 helped a bit. What's the 1 minute look like? Yeah, it's definitely like consolidating to start the week off. Like Look at price. So there's a huge imbalance. Like you could see Friday's movement crazy. And since then, price has basically been chopping around up here. Since Friday's movement. So my like for me this week, it's continue Friday's movement or retrace it a bit. Like retrace it more, retrace that imbalance. Friday's huge move. Either we're gonna get like continuation of Friday's move or retracement, deeper retracement of Friday's move. Because Friday was extreme bullish move. I haven't seen. We would get a lot of those movements back in January, February, March. Crazy. New York session is helping a bit. Like New York Open stocks, just that's helping a bit right now. I noticed someone also said that in the chat. Where do I see gold going if we hold bullish? 3390, 3400. 3390, 3400. So like realistically 3380s is easier than higher than what I said, but like on the bigger picture I see 3390, 3400. So if that's where I see price going, it could easier go to 3380, just for another perspective. Like if it's like I see it going to 3390, 3400, then it's obviously more to go to 3380, 3385, you know, some sooner prices. That's the way I like to think. Like if I see Ethereum going to 10,000, then I'm like, all right, 8,000 is a better target, right? New York's helping a bit. Yeah, there we go. 930's helping. In cases like this, because gold could show you, like, gold can have big breakouts, and sometimes it'll, like, hold itself more and try to go for, like, a continuation. But there could be manipulation inside of there, where you get spikes down that shift structure up on, like, smaller time frames. Like, Friday's movement is a good example to kind of look at as like, okay, if we take off this, like this big, this, it's a lot of volume, a lot of movement. They could try it, like if you break it, as you break it down to smaller time frames, you kind of see more like a rectangle, like a holding pattern here, kind of like a flag pattern. These can have manipulation because every trader would see this too. Like it looks like a flag pattern or like a pennant or like a continuation pattern, sort of, right? So these a lot of times can have manipulation where they will go, they'll build up, like the patterns there, we can see it, they will build up. A lot of times they could do stuff like this and shift. Or maybe there's like a high here and it breaks out the high and shifts. A lot of times it can have like a phase of manipulation inside of the flag pattern. It's kind of like you get like these patterns that look perfect on the chart, but they go like this, boom, boom. And it's like, it looks like a continuation, but it has like a manipulative phase inside of it. To me, because of Friday's move, I like when I saw Friday's move, when I saw it and I got out way too early. I got like way too early. I made money, but I got out way too early. I saw some people made a lot of money on Friday. Like someone made $6,800 on that trade. Someone in the inner circle too. There was one person who made $6,800 just on that move. I got out hella early at like 33.40, like way down here. I was like, damn. But when I saw that move happen, when I saw Friday's move happen, I was like, all right, next week probably gonna be bullish on gold. Like right when I saw like it up here, when I saw it up here, I was like, all right, I already got an idea of kind of like the angle of next week. Like I'm bullish on gold next week, just because of how it moved. It broke out all this structure. It shifted out all these highs. Change of characters. We're holding the zone. Maybe we're above 65 now, right? Sort of. Not really, but a little bit. It's still holding 60. Still a left there. You can see. They have like pretty much like a break and retest happening at this structure. Still holding. My hold for the day, like I said, I didn't want to look at it forever, but my hold for the day here. Let's see. Maybe. Otherwise, you guys know we're waiting for the second zone. I gotta put the gold watch on. Maybe it'll give us good luck. Gotta put the gold watch on. Give me my likes. Give me my likes. Don't cry in the shower. Yo. Oh, I dropped that. No. Yeah, good job. Yeah, 930 did good. 930 stock market. They might be bullish on gold this week. Because of Friday. Powell. Crypto took a dump. Michael Saylor's probably buying right now. Crypto bleeding. Yay. When crypto bleeds, gold's nice to us. Where could we go? 3370, 3372. Short term, 3370, 3372. Short term, 3370, 3372, like 3375, but like longer term, pushing up to like 3390, 3380s, like it's holding. The 4 hour, yo, we need this 4 hour to flip. 19 minutes. Ah, crazy. It held the low. What's this 1 hour doing? 30 minute looks good. 30 minutes spiked up. Nice. 1 hour. Not looking that bad. It's flipping. 4 hours. Maybe flipping. The 30 minute looks good. The 15 minute has a big candle too. Look at the 1 hour now. We're in an area too, like this area. See this area to the left? Interesting area here. Let me remove some of these lines. You can see this area here. Like I always like using areas on gold. I trust price. I trust price action with gold. Like I said, I think since Friday's movement, like whether it's like going for like a continuation more pattern or a deeper retracement this week, like it's the bullish momentum is there because of like how Friday moved. It's pretty significant movement it made. I don't know, I saw XRP MasterCard or something coming out. I don't know. I just saw a little thing. I didn't look into it. But XRP MasterCard I think is coming out or something like that. I got to look into it cuz I don't know fully. I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. I think XRP, I think there's I think I know what you're talking about. I saw something last night. Come on, gold. Give us that. Yo, it flipped for us. I was crazy how I was saying just knowing gold, it could flip. I know gold well, but I'm not always right. But knowing gold, that's why I was like, I'm not worried because I know it can flip. And I have a good feeling since Friday there's the bulls, bulls and bears. I feel like the bulls are, sounds like I'm saying balls. Literally. Where's a bull? Is there a bull on here? Maybe. There's a squirrel. I'll use a squirrel as a representation of this bull. Bro, I can't even find the bull on here. There's a zebra. There it is. That's a bull right there. There's a cow. There's a giraffe. What's that? That looks like an ox, actually. That's a bull. There you go, the bull. Alright. So, since Friday, because of Friday's movement, I feel like the bulls are, you know, like, and with demand. It's there. Really sounds like I'm saying balls. Fuck. Bulls. The bulls. They're there. And in some cases, it can be they have, if there's enough demand, continuation patterns like this can stick. It's either shallow retracements, like shallow retracements with more continuation pattern, like kind of like this. Like it's like, I see gold kind of like sideways on a rectangle. Really, like my eyes, you know, I have trained eyes, but my eyes see like a rectangle here. I don't know if you guys see the same, but my eyes, like you can squint it a bit. See more of like sideways. Sideways can lead to more continuation, like breakouts up. Right? Sideways can lead to like this stuff. Especially if like there's like the bulls are in, like there's the bulls that are in. Come on. Frequencies, those are called alpha waves. Tibetan bulls. Alpha waves. Alpha waves. I gotta find the. There's one that I used to listen to every day. I mean, alpha waves. Which one is it? I gotta find the old one I used to watch all the time. Can't find it. Those are called alpha waves. There's different ones, different frequency sounds. I like it. Not everyone likes it. It's not something for everyone. I mean, I don't know. Certain parts are better than others. I don't like that one. I like a mixture of like sounds. No, these aren't the. I like the 732. It wasn't the one I had playing. I think I had two playing at once. This one, I had this one playing. I don't know, like I like to listen to noises, like white noise and black noise when I sleep. Like I literally blast my speakers. I can't sleep unless there's a sound. Like ever since I was a kid, like I would sleep with a fan on, a sound. So I don't like sleeping unless there's a sound, even if it's the TV playing something random. I need noise around me, a fan. So I can't. I have a hard time sleep. Like I don't like. I can't sleep with people. Like I can't sleep. I have a impossible time sleeping with people. I would rather sleep on the couch than sleep with someone. Like I like listening to white noise when I sleep or black noise. It's like the sound of a plane. If you've ever been in business class on a plane and you're laying down on a plane, it's like that sound. Yeah, I can't sleep unless I have sounds. I could even just be like the TV on. It's trying to hold. Gold's trying to hold. I mean, it's trying to flip bearish. It's Monday too, so Monday is a low volume day. Mondays do provide like low volume. Maybe not the biggest volume. So we'll see if this sticks today. If it doesn't, tomorrow we're probably looking for buys. It's still holding. It just spiked up to like 69. New York is helping. Need gold luck. New York, I think New York's helping us out. It's almost at like 69 right now. If this doesn't hold, we're probably looking, just be prepared. We're probably looking for buys tomorrow. Maybe tonight, like if this doesn't hold, probably look for another buy setup. Just more bullish bias this week. Like be prepared if. Hopefully we go up to like 72, 75, and then I think we'll be pretty happy if it gets there. 72, 75, 33, 72. That would break out the high. That would take out this high here if we hit 72. 75 would be like a fired TP. Longer term, 90, 80s. Looks like the 30-minute looks pretty clean right now, and the 1 hour is flipping. Yeah, the 30-minute looks good. 30-minute had a hammer, and this candle's like engulfing. Someone called Jerome Powell. Someone called Jerome Powell or Trump. Tell him to pump it up. I think like Friday started something for me. Like I feel like Friday started something, and now. Hey, even when I'm early, I'm right. It's better to be early than wrong. I don't know. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Damn, it almost hit 62. My stop loss was like at 62. I dropped a signal in Discord. I don't know if any of you guys are still holding. Is anyone holding gold? Is anyone in gold? I did say I was in buys. That was treacherous situation there. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. Told y'all. Gold held. What do you know? If I can break that. Is anyone in? Is anyone in? Hopefully you guys are in. Oh, my Atlanta. There we go. We're at 70 now. We just hit 70. Go, 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 go. We need some alpha waves, sound waves. Oh, go, go. If it hits 72, I might get out if it hits 72. But, wait. Before that, it could, like, it's trying to go. We know it's going for a swing this week. Like, it's trying to go bullish this week, so. Yeah, like, I do see it going to, like, 33.90 this week. Now, I don't want to say today. Like, I don't want it to go to 72 and then come back and then, like. It looks like it's going to hit 72. I don't know about today going to 33.90 today. Like that's, I mean, we all know gold. Gold can move when it moves. It moves. What if some crazy stuff like that were to happen? What if this thing like spiked up and then it came down and did that? That would be crazy. Like, yeah, like what time is it? It's almost 10. Like, could it explode today? It's Monday, low volume day, but it is having some demand off of Friday's movement. Maybe getting that continuation. Holy, it's really moving now. The 4 hours flipped. The 4 hour completely flipped. 7 minutes left. Oh shit. Yeah, this thing flipped. Look at silver now. Silver flipped. Dollar going down. Yep. Dollar going down. Okay. Okay. Alright, it's looking way better now. Let's just say price action's looking way better than it was at first. Way better right now. It's looking way better. Can this thing just rip? Dollar's going down. Dollar? Not. I mean, dollar had an extreme bearish move, market open. Right? Or that was Friday. Continue. Dollar's going down right now. Euro USD looks the same. Euro USD looks like it's going to go up. Oh my, it's ripping right now. Gold is moving. Hopefully you guys stayed in or got in. Damn. This thing just exploded. Holy. Yo, let's go. Come on, hit 72. I put a take profit at 72, I think I said in Discord. Damn. Yeah, it's Monday, low volume, so yeah, it could go sideways. You're right. Unless it breaks this high and then does a pullback. Could stay sideways until tomorrow, and then tomorrow go up more. To me, it's overall bullish for the week. Like, for the week, I think at some point we're going to go up. Whether we continue more today or tomorrow. We go sideways more today and then tomorrow continue, or retracement down, continue. It's still like bullish bias overall. Might be a good scalp for the morning. Sideways could, yes, it could stay sideways, and then tomorrow there's another setup, or Wednesday. Probably find another buy. We'll probably find another buy this week. Like, it'll be either bigger move up. Because like I said, this has momentum behind it. So behind us, there's bullish momentum. So it's, you know, overall could try to continue with that bullish momentum, whether we get retracement or just stay more in this sideways. The sideways, if it doesn't go up too much more today, then the sideways could stick until like tomorrow. Not bad. Not bad. New York buys. What time was that at? 9:30, before 9:30 came up. We needed to take out this high. Holy moly. That's gold for you. One moment it's bearish and then it flips completely bullish in minutes. And now the 4 hours bullish again. Look at the 4, like, damn. Woo. Sometimes the gold's on our side, you know? Holy. That's gold. Like, holy, the 4 hour was bearish. Now look at it. It's completely flipped. Remember 30 minutes ago when there was like 37 minutes left on it? Fucking gold. That's gold for you. 4 hour literally completely flipped bullish. It literally, like, it had 37 minutes left on that 4 hour and it flipped, and now this one's like engulfing bullish. Jeez. Crazy. Friggin' gold. Close that 7. Nice. Call it a day. We'll look for another entry. We'll look for another entry tonight or tomorrow morning. Like, it could continue. Netflix is up. Yo, look at the price of Netflix. Oh my gosh. Huh. The 4 hours flipped. Completely bullish. That's... I had a feeling that was going to happen, but... Damn. It's crazy when it's like that. So yeah, we're above 65. We're above 60. Back above that zone. Now it's literally looking like break and retest again. Like, literally, see what I was saying? Remember what I was saying before? Like, literally, it's like a break and retest. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to stay above 3360, 3365 area overall. And gold. Gold's really good with just price action stuff. Like, I'm just using this high to, you know, hold the conviction on the bias. Yeah, basically it's like loading up. Like, before it goes up, like, this sideways is basically like, this sideways here is basically like a build-up. Like, it could keep going until tomorrow, do this, boom, and still make this, and it would still look sideways. And it would still be like a build-up. Like, with the way price is going right now, and because of the movement that came before it, and what that movement did with structure, let's just speak theoretically. Like, what if it goes up and comes down and does this? Like, it would still be sideways, right? Or even if there's like manipulation in there where you go up and then you come down and then boom, 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 it would still be overall like in a sideways phase. That was That was an alright trade. Could have been a bit more patient. I knew it. Yeah, 33.60, 33.65 overall. Looks like it's holding for now. Now we're at 33.70. Can it come back to 33.65? Yes. 33.60, yes, it could, potentially. But again, where are we probably going this week? Remember, think about it like 3,400, 33.90, 80s. So before that's the 80s, right? It could be going higher this week. Still a lot of time in the week to find even maybe our other zone, but should have been a bit more patient. Holy gold. Monday morning. Still holding. I'm still holding. You could close if you want to. That's up to you. I'm still holding. I mean, if you're happy with your profits, take profits. It could pull back. But probably let it do its thing for a bit here on the 4 hour. Because this 4 hour just opened now. Maybe let it do its thing. It's at a good take profit point, like partials. It almost hit 72. It pretty much hit 72, I think. Yeah, like it just touched, like skimmed 72. That would be a good take profit, like 72. I think I even wrote that in Discord. On the signal I sent. I sent a signal in Discord. It was a bit early. Did it hit 72? I think I wrote in Discord was a take profit. Damn. Fucking 72. And then 75 and then 80. My take profits in Discord were 72, 75, and 80. 72 is getting tapped pretty much right now. It's pretty much at 72. So you could take some profits because it's at 72. And I did write that. They should just go with what we fucking put, you know, not get too greedy or... Yeah, it's pretty much like it's touching 72, right? Like it just tapped 72 pretty much. I see gold going higher this week. I'll do an update. I'm gonna go to the gym right now. It just hit take profit 1, which is 72. It could go to 75 or 80. If you're trying to hold it something like 80 or 90, I wouldn't look at it so much. I do think we're bullish though. From Friday's move, Friday's move. Not only Friday's move, but this too right here. This high took out this high, and then Friday's move took out all of that. I did even say yesterday it could make a holding pattern. I did even, like I said, we might be in a holding pattern. Holy, gold is exploding. I'm still in gold. Holy moly. Is this thing just gonna rip? You could take some partials, take some profit. Sideways. Someone said they think it's gonna go sideways. Maybe the sideways is breaking out now. Wow. What a move. Well, W's in the chat, fam. I'd say like take profits for 72, 75, and 80. So you'd have to hold to get to 75 and 80. Right now is a good take profit for the day. It's Monday. We still got a whole week ahead of us. Like you could take your profits, get out your trade, call it a day, go on a walk, go grab a coffee, go to the gym. We can come back in like 2 hours. What time? 11. We can come back at like 12:30. We can come back in like 2 hours, see where price is at, and see if there's like something else to look at. We can come back in like 2 hours. Yeah, so like 2 hours, we'll come back. 2 hours and like 30 minutes, we'll come back and see where price is. You can take profits. It's better to just take profits. It's Monday. Still got a whole week ahead of us, and we got some news this week. We'll come back in 2 hours and just see where we're at with price. Because there could be a pullback. Might get a pullback. You might get like a pullback and then a continuation. I could see it going like 75, maybe like 78. Could pull back a bit before going there. Like maybe it could pull back to like 69, 68 before going to 75, 78. It moved pretty well though for the day. Go grab a coffee, go take a walk, go get the bowels moving. I don't know. That was gross. I'll be back. We'll be back in 2 hours and we'll see what price is. If you caught that trade, drop in Discord. That shit fires me up, alright? Smash the like button too, yo. 60 likes. It's better. Actually, it's better. It was at 14 before, so, I mean, yeah, so, there we go. It's better.